fans, do you want to win your share of $100,000? Simply enter the houseofboxing.com Fight Night Prediction Challenge. Compete with boxing fans around the world. Simply head over to houseofboxing.com and...
Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social in association with William Hill and houseofboxing.com. It's been a while, but we're here at Rotunda Gym. Caoimhin Agyarko. Caoimhin, you're in camp now. Fight's been announced. Yourself, Troy Williamson. It's a huge fight now in Belfast. I know you'd be buzzing to be fighting back in Ireland. You're looking terrific shape, my friend. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. Good session done there. So, yeah, I'm buzzing to be fighting in just under 7 weeks' time. It's a massive fight for me. It's a massive platform to be fighting back home in Belfast. I've only ever fought once there as a pro, so yeah, I can't wait. I'm over the moon to be back in the ring soon.
Well, look, it is a huge fight for yourself. Before we come on to the fight, in the build-up, I think, to when this card was getting announced, there was a big thing. I know saw you very vocal on Twitter about, want the fights, want this. I know Eddie was like, quite vocal about, look, we want people to be in big fights. You've got it. But how frustrating was it, sort of that waiting period before you got the go-ahead kind of thing? Because I know you've been sort of itching knuckles, ready to go.
Yeah, it's been very frustrating, and I've been very disappointed with some of the comments that have been put on social media. So yeah, it's been frustrating for me. But listen, we're here now. The fight's made, and I'm looking forward to it. Do you know what I mean? It's one that Troy's been calling for, and I've been wanting to step up. So I want to just put out there that I've never ever turned down a fight in my career. So
what is this about the social media thing? Because I didn't get it. You've always been asking for big fights, etc. But I don't strike me as a guy that's ducking or dodging anybody and things like that. But obviously, I can't speak for you. Why is it sort of the thing on socials of people turning this down or insinuations that people don't want to fight certain fighters? I feel like it was sort of getting indirectly thrown your way a little bit.
I think it was getting thrown my way. But listen, I think the whole situation was a miscommunication. Our plans as a team with Joe Deck and Paul Reddy, STN, I think were misinterpreted to Matchroom, and maybe they've just got the wrong gist of it. But listen, like I say, the fight's made now, so that's all in the past. But yeah, like I said, I just want to put out there, I don't turn down fights. If it makes sense and it's the right money, the right platform, then yeah, people think like, oh, you can not turn a fight down because of negotiations. Do you know what I mean? Like, if the negotiations aren't right, you're rightly so. I'm not saying this isn't the case of my situation, but
no.
You can rightly say no, that fight's not for us because the negotiations aren't right. So that's not necessarily turning a fight down. It's just not right. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, listen, like I said, the fight's made now, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, look, I think one of the first interviews we did, I think it was Leewood, Michael Conlan fight week, and you said, look, I want to be the first Irish black world champion. To come out of Ireland, that's your goal, that's your mindset. You get a chance with a guy like Troy Williamson. If you get victory over him, that propels you and puts your name right in the mix for some mega fights. So I suppose the question is, you've seen Troy, obviously defeat to Josh Kelly, but he's bounced back since then. What do you make of him as a fighter? It's going to be a good fight.
Not if I get the victory, when I get the victory with Troy Williamson. But yeah, listen, Troy is, you see what you get with him. Come forward, hands up, and looks a tear up. But if he comes in the way he did against Josh Kelly and tries to fight me like that, he'll be going out in a stretcher. Like he won't see the 6th, 7th round, and that's just the way it is. I'm a completely different fighter than Josh Kelly, but if you come in and fight me the way you did against Josh Kelly and you come walking forward like that, you're just going to walk onto one of my shots, do you know what I mean? And it's going to be night-night. But listen, I'm not taking this fight easy. This is the biggest fight of my career, the toughest opponent of my career, so I've been training extremely hard. I'm preparing myself for the best Troy Williamson, and I expect a tough fight, but I think this is a fight I can make this as easy as I want. If I go out and be the best Caoimhin Agyarko on the night, this is an easy fight for me. And that's not to discredit Troy Williamson. I just believe that I'm levels above, and I've just got to go out there and show that on the night. But listen, Troy's a good fighter. He's been at a high level than me. He's fought better opposition than me. So this is a step up in class for me, and I'm looking to relish the moment. It's back home, and Troy calling for this fight has kind of played into my hands because this is what I wanted, a big fight back home. Do you know what I mean? So he's kind of fell into our trap. We just had to wait that bit longer to get an opportunity like this, because we kind of knew the Belfast show was going to happen, and so he fell into her game plan necessarily.
How much have we actually seen of you, percentage-wise? I feel like there's always a big hype around you, and you go out there, you deliver. But I always feel like you've so much more to give that we haven't seen, and that's obviously comes with time, comes with experience, and I think sometimes there's that old adage, the better the opponent, the better performance you'll see from me. How much more have we got to see of Caoimhin Agyarko?
Oh, a lot more. I mean, if you're basing it off of my last performances, I think in the Jez Smith fight, you've seen glimpses of how good Caoimhin Agyarko can be, and then in the Robbie Chapman fight, you've seen how strong and ruthless I can be. The Larios fight, there was glimpses that there's not really been that full package yet. But you got to remember, since the Larios fight, I fought with a snapped ligament in my hand and a fracture in my hand. So for 3 fights, I was fighting with an injury, with a serious injury, and then I went back in the last fight against Grant Dennis way too soon. I'd only got surgery, I think it was 8 weeks prior to then starting camp, and I only had a 6-week camp. My hand went again in that fight. So I think there's reasons to why you haven't seen the best Caoimhin Agyarko, but there's a lot more to give. If you've seen me in the gym, you've seen me sparring, and obviously you got to put it all together on the night, but there's certain reasons why there hasn't been the full package yet. But listen, I've not dropped a round as a professional boxer. Like, I mean, barely dropped a round and I'm 13-0 with 7 KOs. I've won 2 titles, and I mean, that's a compliment in itself to me, that I can go out and make it easy against these opponents. Because you look at Larios fought one of the top Americans coming up the same with Matchroom and give him hell. It was a close fight. Matic that I beat went toe-to-toe with Anthony Fowler and was a close fight, and then went and give Danny Dignam hell. So these fighters that I'm beating and making it look easy are giving other fighters tough fights and making it look close, you know what I mean? So I think, listen, there is a lot more to come from Caoimhin Agyarko and a lot more to see, and I think you've only seen 50-60% of me, but I think a fighter like Troy Williamson, you'll see the full package.
I was going to say, do you believe in this fight that this is like, I think we see in certain fighters' careers, I don't want to say a coming out party, because you're no secret, like you're around, you've got the talent, but they have a statement victory at some point where everyone goes, whoa, that kind of thing. Do you think this could be your sort of statement victory with a guy like him? You mentioned there, if he comes out swinging, you know, it's Christmas come early for you in your eyes, but is a victory over him a knockout victory, a statement in Belfast? Is that it for you? Is this that moment where everyone goes, you know, holy shit, you know, he's arrived like again kind of thing, he's shown that extra level? Is this a big milestone for you?
Yeah, massive. This is the beginning of my career for me. This is the step into becoming that Irish star that I've wanted to be for so long, and that people have portrayed me to be, that I'm going to take over Irish boxing and start headlining shows in Belfast. This is that next step into doing so. So Troy Williamson's come to take that all away from me, and I've got to be the best Caoimhin Agyarko on the night, and I feel like this is the right platform, the right fight night, a great card, and the right opponent for me to go out and be the best Caoimhin Agyarko and make a real statement and steal a show. So I mean, there's some very, very good fights on this card, and I want people leaving that stadium being like, wow, Caoimhin Agyarko's special, because my coaches have been telling me every time I spar, you're special. You need to go out and show that on fight night. So that's what I'm going to do. Do you know what I mean? I want to take over Irish boxing, and this is the first step into doing so.
Well, look, it's a very good step to do that on a Michael Conlan and the car. The atmosphere is always electric in Belfast. I've been there, I think, 3 times in the past 12, 18 months, and it's never failed to disappoint. Look, you mentioned about becoming Irish star. Obviously, you've got business at hand, but talk to me about your surroundings. You're obviously in this gym now, the Rotunda Gym. Sees a lot of talent come to it now, where they're just turned over from amateur, whether you like Josh, who's been undisputed. Everyone seems to be coming here. What's it about this gym, and what's it done for you so far, obviously, in this part of your journey? How much sort of, you know, extra motivation, confidence are you giving you with the likes of Joe Declan helping you and sort of guiding you?
Yeah, I mean, the main reason for me joining the gym was that I felt like it would bring me to that next level, the level that I need to be at to be competing at world level, and I'm pushing on to my dreams and aspirations. So I think Joe and Deck are unbelievable coaches. They break sessions down into technical sessions, hard sessions, and they've both got good boxing IQ. So they're always just drilling until you can't get it wrong. And then you come into the gym, you've got Callum Smith training whenever he's out of camp. You've got Liam Smith, you've got JJ Metcalf, Josh Taylor, do you know what I mean? Tarrant Hill in training. So I mean, everyone's pushing themselves. Everyone wants to be at that high level. There's boys that are at that level and have been at that level. And when you've got people like that I've mentioned in here that's been there, done it, or still at it, you wanna push yourself. I wanna impress them, and you know what I mean. So yeah, it's unbelievable to be training in a gym like this.
Well, look, moving on from your fight, I want to get your opinion on something. At the weekend, obviously, we saw the Misfits boxing show. I want to get your opinion. Do you think what happened at the weekend, does it hurt boxing? Does it hinder it? Or do you believe it's got its own space, it's big atmospheres, etc.? I saw Darren there, I saw Shannon there. I got Darren's thoughts on the matter. Be very interested to see what you think of it, and is it a hindrance to the sport? What's your opinion on that?
Let's call it Misfits combat sport, because it's not boxing. Realistically, it's not boxing, do you know what I mean? And I think when you've got people like KSI, Jake Paul, Logan Paul calling out legitimate boxers, as in your Canelos, Bivol, Beterbiev, then it's a hindrance to boxing, because you're trying to associate with boxing when you know them fights aren't going to happen. And if they do, it's only for money. It's not serious. It's not to get in the rank. It's not for
huge
work.
Danger as well if any of them get in there with someone like Canelo.
And it's a huge danger. And it's only going to take for someone to get seriously hurt in this Misfits boxing, because boxing is no joke. It's only going to take for someone to get hurt for it to all fall to crumbles. But listen, it's entertainment. I'll never knock somebody for trying to better their life and make money. And I understand, like Tommy Fury, I think Tommy's a novice pro. I think KSI just made that very awkward, and I would have struggled against KSI in there the other night, because he didn't come to fight, he came to make it awkward, do you know what I mean?
Make a mess of it.
Make a mess of it. So I felt sorry for Tommy, because he couldn't really go out there and put a performance, and then he's going to get the backlash off it. But if he goes in and fights a normal boxer, you're going to see a better Tommy Fury. But he is a novice pro, and I think you can't fault him for bettering his life or bettering his future and his kids' future by making a lot of money. But let's not associate with boxing, because it's not boxing. It's as simple as that.
Fair enough. Look, final one from us. You've got a message for everyone who's coming out there to support you, your fans, family back home. You're going to be putting on, in your mind, an excellent display. I know you've wanted to go back to Ireland and fight for a long time. You got a message for all these people who are behind you?
Yeah, do you know what? I actually just want to say I'm thankful for the support that I've received in the short period of time that the fights got announced, and thanks for being patient with me. I know I've been in the ring and inactive over the last year and a half with injuries, and I've only fought once, but I've sold a lot of tickets. Well, I only got announced last week, and I've done like 500 tickets already. So, and that's having you think you've got Mick, Tron McKenna, Lewis, Sean. We're all in this like same area. We're on the same area, so we've all got the same fans. So for me to do 500 tickets already, it's unbelievable. So I just want to say thank you to the Irish fans. They're the best fans in the world, and I'm appreciative of them supporting me, and I'm going to put a big night on the 2nd of December for them.
You got a message for Troy?
I have a message for Troy. I think he's walked himself into a big fight, and listen, I don't mind Troy, but it's going to be a devastating performance, and he's going to wish that he went down a different route, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the fight. He's went quiet all of a sudden as well. He was on social media calling me out, and as soon as the fight got announced, he's not saying nothing. So I'm looking forward to it, and it's going to be an interesting fight week and then fight night. But listen, I'm going to come out victorious. The best Caoimhin Agyarko beats the best Troy Williamson, and I can't wait for it.
Well, look, I'll be there on the night. I can't wait. It's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere, and it's a terrific card. Caoimhin Agyarko, thanks for talking to Boxing Social. We'll catch up on fight week.
Cheers, thank you.